Hello everyone, Mackenzie here. This video has been a video I've been wanting to do for nearly 2 years now, and I'm finally doing it. Now, if you have not read the title, which you should have to click on the video, this video is going to be detailing my entire Kaiju collection as of March 23rd, 2021. So, things are to change. So, next, maybe I can do this thing annually if you want. So, each year I detail everything new that I got. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. I have two completely random and weird things in my collection, which I'll get onto now. Starting off with a bootleg blanket. We're getting off to a great start, I know. So this is the bootleg blanket. If you couldn't tell, this is stolen artwork from Matt Frank. Go follow him on Twitter. His name's Matt Zilla. But yeah, this artwork is clearly stolen. I have a few bootlegs, but I got them for Christmas, so I couldn't control what I got. So please do not buy bootlegs. You're supporting people who are stealing things, and I hate stolen things. So yeah, Matt Frank's artwork is godlike. It's amazing. I'd love to see a series of it, series that Matt Frank animates, but don't know if it'll happen. So yeah, this is a bootleg blanket. Really weird, I know. This right here is quite cool. So if you don't know what this is, it is basically it's King Kong 2005. You got a little mini poster, and then you got the title. But what are them rectangular shapes for? Well, I'll show you. So let me just get my phone, and I'll show you. Alright, so if you look closely, you can actually see some pictures. So these are actually... This did not work as well as I expected. I'm not that smart, but... Basically, these are cells that they put in the projectors, and then the projector light projects them onto the cinema screen, and then you'll have your movie. Pretty cool, right? So this is actually pretty cool. I don't know if it's not a one of a kind. Reels are shipped out to a lot of places, I believe. So you'll find them easy. You'll find them if you look hard enough, you'll find them. But yeah, quite cool. Now getting on to some books. So the first book I have is a unauthorized, but this is not bootleg. It is a fan-made thing. 500 Godzilla facts. Now, I've read all of this, and I would say it is actually pretty good. If you're a hardcore Godzilla fan, don't pick this up. It's got very basic facts. It's got a few noticeable facts. It covers really basic stuff like, Godzilla's suit caught on fire in the filming of Godzilla vs. Mothra. But yeah, if you are new to Godzilla, I recommend going over to Amazon and picking this up. It's quite a good read. This is probably stolen fan art, I reckon, of the 2019 Godzilla, written by James Egan. And this is the back of the book. I'll read the blurb to you I just will. There are over 30 Godzilla movies. In one movie, Godzilla talks. That's Godzilla vs. Gigan for those of you who don't know. But if you watch Monster Island Buddies, Godzilla talks in there. There's a few Godzilla TV series where he talks, like Godzilla Land. What's the puppet one called? I forget what the puppet one was called. Godziban, yeah, Godziban. That has a talking Godzilla, I believe. So, if you're speaking technically, there's only one film where he talks in, but he does talk quite a bit. He's a bit of a chatterbox. Godzilla's roar was created by stroking a double bass string with a leather glove. Again, very basic. If you're a hardcore Godzilla fan, like I said, there's no need for this, but Godzilla's body is covered in scars. This is a reference to the marks borne by the survivors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Don't hear many people talking about scars, but yes, on the original 1954, it's not scars, but it's mostly bumps that look like radiation poisoning. So it's pretty cool. The original Godzilla suit weighs 220 lbs. I think that's pounds. I'm very dumb, so I don't know anything, but Godzilla is the cultural ambassador of Japan, despite the fact he's not real. That I did not know. That's actually pretty cool. He's fought the Avengers in the Marvel comics. Again, if you know, you know. Godzilla has a start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Again, a lot of people may know that. Godzilla flies in one movie. Godzilla vs. Hedorah. So, you don't need this if you're a hardcore Godzilla fan, but it's worth a pickup if you're new to the franchise and you want to know some interesting tidbits to tell to your friends who have no idea what you're talking about because they don't know what the hell a Rodan is. But yeah, pick this one up if you're a newbie, if you're new to it, but if you're a hardcore one, just go to Wikizilla. Have you ever wanted to know how to survive a kaiju attack? You haven't? Well, too bad, because there's a book about it, baby! This is the Kaiju Survival Guide, which, again, I've not read, I haven't read this all, but you can, if you've read it, you'll basically, it's a lot like Pacific Rim. This one's written by Wes Parker. It's got a KRSD, which is basically, I think it's like a fictional organization like Monarch or something, but I will read the blurb to you now. The Kaiju Survival Guide is your only option when it comes to preparing for a giant monster attack. Imagine if a kaiju just attacked your city and you're like, oh, what do I do? Your family's like, people are evacuating, the military comes in, and you're like, you just pull this out and you just read it. God, that'd be awesome. Well, not being killed by kaiju, but that sounded better in my head. But developed by members of the Kaiju Research and Survival Department, KRSD. Pretty good. Flip, I can't talk. I don't know English. I don't know literacy. I fail at literacy. This illustrated guide is the #1 kaiju resource in the world. Yeah, but if you got Pacific Rim like me, you don't need this. Inside you'll find all there is to know about these behemoths, including origins, biology, abilities, and most importantly, weaknesses. You've got to know their weaknesses to outsmart them. The classification system used by scientists to identify the most dangerous kaiju. Come on, it's literally just the categories from Pacific Rim. They're not hiding it. Military support, such as firepower, vehicles, and even giant robots. I think they're taking a bit too much from Pacific Rim. Proven survivalist tactics to use when they attack. Okay. Evacuating would be your best option, but you do you. Living off the land, how to survive in a kaiju-filled world when all else fails. Okay. This text also features first-hand accounts from survivors of almost every recorded attack since the 1930s. I like to see the 1930s. There's a nice little reference to the decade where King Kong first released. That's pretty cool. Hear their stories and learn from their experiences so that you and your loved ones survive the kaiju menace. That's a pretty interesting blurb. So, this is the back. Pretty good art. Since I've not read this all yet, I don't know if I should recommend this to you. I don't see a price tag, but this and 500 Godzilla Facts can both be found on Amazon. So, if you want to, if Pacific Rim the Black didn't quench your Pacific Rim first and you need something, get this and it'll probably quench it. But I believe there's also Pacific Rim comics that you might want to check out. I don't have them, but I want them. Yeah, when I finish reading this, I'll let you know if it's good or not. Now onto an actually officially licensed Godzilla book. Godzilla Rulers of Earth Volume 1, I believe. Again, I've not read this because I'm too lazy and I don't have time, but this is pretty E-word. I'm not going to say it because I hate the word so much, but Matt Frank, this is drawn by Matt Frank, the guy who had his work stolen from that blanket. Cursed that blanket, but I'm going to flip through it. Pretty cool artwork from what you just barely saw, but I will read the blurb to you now because I want to and I don't know. Godzilla returns and the world will never be the same. Giant monsters are appearing across the globe and leaving complete devastation in their wake, but who or what might be behind their attacks? It's up to Commander Stephen Woods and his counter-kaiju reaction forces to hold the monsters at bay, while young Lucy Casprell and her scientific research group, the Kaiju Watchers, attempt to find the truth behind the invasions. By writer Chris Mowry, with art by Matt Frank and Jeff Zornow, I don't know. But, again, pick this up 100%, because from what I've read so far, this is really good. But that's really all I've got to say about Rulers of Earth. Got a little thing with it, and here's the closer look at the artwork. When I talk for too long, I just like to say I get my words mixed up, and I sound like I cannot pronounce my R's, so if that happens, I'm very sorry. And for my final book, The Art of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Once again, I'm too lazy to read, but this is really interesting. Gives you concept art of the monsters in King of the Monsters. I would read the blurb, but it's quite long, so you can pause the video and read it if you want to. But, oh yes, if I'm going to flip to a random page. Oh yeah, if it flips to a spoiler for Godzilla King of the Monsters, I'm sorry. Nothing spoilery in that, so, I think this is Castle Bravo. Let me check. Yeah, this is Castle Bravo. Really cool. So, if you're into knowing what the kaiju were going to look like in King of the Monsters or the Titans, you know, pick this book up. There's a Godzilla 2014 version, and there's also a Godzilla vs. Kong version coming up soon. I'm gonna pick up the Godzilla vs. Kong one because a certain monster, I want to see what he was going to look like. I want to see the many designs of him. But then again, Wikizilla will probably just upload the concept art. So, you know, I'll just wait till Wikizilla uploads the concept art, or until I find it on Google. So that's all my books. Now we're on to the video game. Starting off in a mixed way. Godzilla for PS3. Not many people like this game. I can understand why. This game is slow, clunky, and tedious. I'm not going to sell it because it's actually worth something, and I want to try get better at it and unlock more monsters. But yeah, in my opinion, the way you unlock monsters, I have no clue. If you can help me with that, let me know down below. But I'll probably just Google it. But yeah, please make a new version. Make another Godzilla game like Unleashed. Make another Godzilla game like the Pipeworks games. They were legendary. Oh my god, I said the company name of... That was not intended. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. But yeah, is it worth the money? No, don't buy this game. Well, you can buy it if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. Now on to a game I can't even play because I don't have a PS2. I really want to play this game, but I don't have a PS2. But yeah, this is Jackson's Kong or Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. Crap, I forgot to show you what the disc was like on that one. Oh, hold on, I'll get it now. This is the disc. Really cool, I like it. Let me just get, Godzilla vs. Why did the disc fall out? Because it just felt like it. Here's the, disc. It's just the cover art of the game, just put in a circle. But yeah, I cannot say anything about this game yet because I don't know, I can't play it. Now on to our final video game. If you have a GameCube, buy this game immediately. Alright? They need to remake this game, remaster it, and include more monsters. If you're wondering the roster, there you go. So, you can play as Showa Anguirus, Heisei Rodan, Showa Gigan, Mecha King Ghidorah, Heisei Godzilla. Sorry about that, series just a pain. Oh my god, shut up! Jesus, I hate. Ooh. Destroyer. Heisei Mechagodzilla. Megalon. Heisei King Ghidorah. Godzilla 2000. And Olga. Mothra and Hedorah are in the game, but they are but Mothra only attacks enemies if you get something, and then Hedorah just flies whenever they feel like it. I don't know Hedorah's gender. I need to look that up soon. I need to look up Hedorah's gender so I can get it right. I don't want to be politically incorrect and then get cancelled on Twitter. But yeah, please, if you have a GameCube, pick up this game. It is worth your money and time. Now we're moving on to my DVDs and Blu-rays, and starting off we have one of the best films ever made in my opinion, the 1933 King Kong. Now, I'd like to say, if you live in the UK or you have a region-free Blu-ray player or DVD player, buy this Blu-ray, and it is the best version of King Kong that I own, like the original. Well, this is the only version that I have. I had the original on DVD, but ever since I got this, I gave that to my friend. He has not told me anything about it. I don't even think he watched it. But yeah, this is what the Blu-ray looks like. It comes with a DVD and a Blu-ray. Very cool. It comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray, which is really actually cool because, you know, even if you don't have a Blu-ray player, you can watch the DVD. If you only have a Blu-ray player that can only play Blu-rays, if that exists, you got the Blu-ray. Unfortunately, there is no 4K version of King Kong 1933 yet, but Warner Bros. Needs to make that soon. Even though I don't have a 4K player, which I need to get. It also comes with this nice little booklet, which has like information on the film. Really wish this was a hardcover thing, because, like, you know, hardcover, because you can break this so easily, you can bend it, but like, it comes with like original promotional photos and stills of the film. It's really, really cool. So that just shows this is the definitive version of King Kong 1933. Still don't believe me? Why don't I read you the bonus features? Special features include, when I get this DVD back in the case, commentary of the film with Ray Harryhausen, who is the guy that done the stop motion for Beast of 20,000 Fathoms, and was actually going to make a War of the Worlds film. Ken Ralston, I don't know who that is, sorry, I'm an idiot. Fay Ray, the girl who plays Anne Darrow in the original. Marion C. Cooper, who is the guy who originally made King Kong, you know, the guy that thought of this genius idea. RKO Production 601, The Making of King Kong, 8th Wonder of the World, so it's basically just how they made Kong. Creation test footage with commentary by Ray Harryhausen. Creation was meant to be a sequel to the film The Lost World, but it got canned in favour for King Kong 1933. If you need to know more about that, watch Big Jack's films video. I can't say it. I'll link the video in the description where he says more about Creation. Lost Spider Pit sequence, which kind of misleading because it's not actually the Lost Spider Pit sequence. That probably got burned. It is actually a recreation of it by Peter Jackson, the guy who directed the 2005 version. And finally, theatrical trailer. So, really good. It, you know, high definition system Blu-ray. But some of the bonus features are not in HD, which I'm fine with. But yeah, please pick this up if you can. It is amazing. I think it's about £15. It's definitely worth it. So please pick this up. Onto another premium collection release, Mighty Joe Young, The Forgotten Kong Successor. So instead of coming with a DVD, this comes with a digital download. I don't get films digitally because I don't want to. But yeah, yes, Mighty Joe Young, which is a very good film. Go watch it. It is very good. Its bonus features are are not as good as the original Kong, but, well, here are the bonus features. Commentary by Terry Moore and special effects veterans Ray Harryhausen and Ken Ralston. So, I think Ken Ralston's probably someone that helped Willis O'Brien on the original. Terry Moore, I think that's the person who played the girl in the film. I forget her name. Yes, Terry Moore plays the young girl. 2 featurettes, a conversation with Ray Harryhausen and the Chiodo brothers, and Ray Harryhausen and Mighty Joe Young, and theatrical trailer. So, again, lackluster compared to the, Kong one, but wait until you feast your eyes on this. That's right. This comes with a poster. I'm not gonna hang this up yet because I don't want to, but it is a very cool and nice looking poster. Go get it. We also have some art cards because why not? The art cards are Joe fighting the people on horses, Joe with the orphan, Joe fighting the lions, and a coloured version of the original poster. Well, not a coloured version, just original of the poster. Alright, I was going to be a kind person and show you the digital code, but I'm a very dumb idiot, and I threw the code away. I would have gave the code to you guys, trust me. And girls, because if I only say guys, then people will get mad at me and try to cancel me on Twitter. God, Twitter was a mistake. Next, we have one of my favourite films of all time, the 1954 BFI re-release of Godzilla 1954. This only has the Japanese version and not the King of the Monsters version, which I am fine with. This comes with a little booklet you can read. These booklets are alright, I guess. Just really easy to break. Really, really basic disc. And in my opinion, I think it should have been this, but this is really good artwork. I love it. But this is the only cheap release of the original film on DVD. Unfortunately, it has not gotten a standard Blu-ray release in the UK, which kind of sucks. But hey, what are we gonna do about it? Special features: full voiceover commentary. Designing Godzilla featurette, story evolution featurette, for Japanese fishermen, original Japanese trailer, US trailer for the Godzilla King of the Monsters, gallery of poster storyboards and original artwork, fully illustrated booklet, and Dolby digital mono audio. I do not care about digital mono audio because it does not make a difference, but yeah, pretty good release. Not the best release. But if you can spend over 150, there's a better release, and I'll show you that later. I decided to group these two together because, well, it's the same film. I got the Blu-ray and the DVD release of King Kong vs. Godzilla. Some people may be wondering, what are their bonus features? Let me check. They don't have any. Yeah, that's the problem with these two. They don't come with anything except for the film. No bonus features, which really sucks. I think it should have come with the American trailer, the Japanese trailer. Mate, I would kill to, actually hear the story of the film. Like, I know Wikizilla has it on their YouTube channel, but I want to hear it from the people themselves. I would love to see, like, a gallery of, like, artwork and stuff, but Universal does not care. They've only re-released the final battle of the film because they want to get money. They want to get attention because Godzilla vs. Kong's coming out. But yeah, I'd say as crap as these two releases are of the film, I'd recommend you probably pick them up before Godzilla vs. Kong comes out. Before, the film, to see what references they make, because I don't know, but like, yeah, pick these up if you want to. They're cheap, they're quite cheap now, but like, just honestly, terrible releases of these films in my opinion. Should have done better, Universal. I'm ashamed. Speaking of being ashamed, say hello to my first ever kaiju movie, Godzilla. Look, alright, I know this guy is named Zilla now, but this version of Godzilla, this one's called Godzilla, Alright? Alright. This Godzilla and this Godzilla are both called Godzilla. The 1998 Godzilla that showed up in Godzilla Final Wars and Rulers of anything after Sony lost the rights, that's when it's called Zilla. These two are referred to as Godzilla in name only, or Geno, but I'm calling these Godzilla, alright? So I'm just giving you that lesson, just in case anyone in the comments tries to argue with me. But anyways, this is Godzilla 1998, aka my very first Godzilla DVD. Now, it's really basic, just a white background with the Godzilla text. And I'm a big idiot and just remembered I did not show the discs for Godzilla, for King Kong vs. Godzilla. There you go, that's your discs. Anyways, back to this. It was my very first Kaiju movie. Actually, fun fact, so every time Godzilla would come on screen, I would always used to say, look dad, Godzilla, Godzilla. That was like when I was 5, so yeah, so bonus features. Music video, Wallflowers as hero, special effects commentary, filmographies, director producer bio, photo gallery, Godzilla Takes New York, and behind the scenes featurette. Very nice. Really, I plan on getting every physical format version of Godzilla 98, so I plan on getting it on Blu-ray, Steelbook, and VHS. I would get Laserdisc, but they're so expensive. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say about Godzilla 1998. Let's move on to the next. Only release of Godzilla the series, the Monster Wars Parts 1, 2, and 3. I think the show's okay. Not really my cup of tea, but what am I going to do about it? So this is the disc. This is the side. There's no bonus features because TV shows don't really come with any bonus features, which I understand. That's not really a point, but pretty good DVD release. You know, it shows Godzilla's potential. Alright, for now I'm gonna call this version of Godzilla G98, and then I'm gonna call this one G98 Junior or Godzilla 98 Junior because it's easier. Alright, so you know, God, this is not scripted at all, and you can probably tell. But like, is the show good? It's okay in my opinion. I don't enjoy it that much. Like, I mean, I guess it's fine, but it's really up to you. I just not really interested in it. But that's really all I've got to say for Godzilla the series. So we have King Kong 2005, or Peter Jackson's King Kong. Now this is from what I believe well, not from what I believe, but basically this is a box set instead of the American version, which I believe is only one, a standard case that has all the discs inside, which is very lazy. But this is the extended 3-hour cut, which has deleted scenes and all. But the bonus features are special extended edition of the film, over 6 hours of all new special features, 43 minutes of deleted scenes, so that's the extended cut, feature commentary with Peter Jackson, not entirely sure if that's the extended cut or not. Also the 8th blunder of the world, the must-see outtake and gag reel. Ooh. Recreating the 8th wonder of the world, the making of King Kong, fascinating behind-the-scenes features. Ooh, that's nice. The Present, an original short film made by the cast of King Kong. Oh, I need to watch that. The video galleries, hundreds of works of brilliant conceptual King Kong artwork. ROM scripts includes the 2005 and 1996 scripts for King Kong, and so much more. So let's get into it. So this is first disc. This contains the commentary with Peter Jackson and Philip Boynez, deleted scenes introduction, 16 deleted scenes, which I'll read for you now. Preston shows Anne her cabin, how a man dies. Jack has doubts about Anne. Anne chooses an outfit. Hayes confronts Engelhorn. Preston finds the map. Dance and a jig. The rest of the venture voyage. Lumpy and his cabbage. Scream for your life, Anne. The venture escapes. Hayes' story. A sailor's bad luck. Original insect pit opening. Kong chases Jack's cab. Kong versus the army. Ooh. The Eighth Wonder of the World, King Kong homage featurette, and A Night in Vaudeville, and The Missing Production Diary. So, I don't know what the production diary is. I don't know. I'm very stupid. So, film part 2. Featured commentary with The Present, Waiter Collectibles, Pre-visualization animatics, Arrival of Skull Island, Bronto Stampede, T-Rex Fight, Empire State Building Battle, DVD-ROM, 1996 scripts, trailers, teaser trailer, theatrical trailer, and Cinemedia trailer. And finally this. Peter Jackson introduction, recreating the Eighth Wonder of the World. Peter Jackson tease introduction, the origins of King Kong, pre-production part 1, the return of Kong, pre-production part 2, the countdown to filming. The Venture Journey, Return to Skull Island, New York, New Zealand, Bringing Kong to Life, Design and Research, Bringing Kong to Life Part 2, Performance and Animation, Conceptual Design Video Galleries, the 1996 King Kong, The Venture, Skull Island, New York Video, and Kong. So, if you're a real big fan of Peter Jackson's Kong, buy this. So, every disc is literally just the title and part 3. Part 2, part 1. Very interesting. If you really want to spend 6 hours of your life watching bonus features for a Kong film, well, get it then. Like, I only bought this because I didn't have the 2005 film yet, and it wasn't on Netflix, but that's been removed. So. Again, pick this up if you're a Peter Jackson Kong fan or a Kong fan in general. Pretty cool release. Now we're on the next thingy-majiggy. Pacific Rim. Guillermo del Toro's masterpiece of kaiju work. I picked this up for like £1.50 at CEX, which I know how you actually pronounce the shop. I'm not saying it. It's CX, not the other word, alright? Alright, hours of bonus content. 14 featurettes provide in-depth look at kaijus, Jaeger's sets, stunts, sounds, effects, and the mythology and making of the film. Also includes director's notebook, the digital I cannot speak. Artistry of Pacific Rim, and audio commentary, and much more. It doesn't say what much more there is. I'm not putting in this DVD just for that. And this is the, you know, what the thing looks like. I can't think of things to say. This is what the discs look like. And this is what the front looks like. Again, I love Pacific Rim. The anime sucked. I haven't seen Uprising yet. But yeah, I'd say pretty good release. Really love this film. Watch the film if you haven't, or you do not commit breathe to me. Now on to probably one of the most disappointing films of all time for me. Gareth Edwards' Godzilla 2014. Yay! Alright, yeah, I know a 4K release is coming out of the film the day I'm recording this, or the day it comes out, or whatever. I want to buy it, don't have a 4K player, so I cannot see the film with light and stuff. This film sucks because all the characters suck. Well, it doesn't suck, it's just characters are bland and late and just not interesting. You cannot see anything. And this one's just not interesting, and they always cut away to the humans when it shouldn't. Why am I getting so mad? Bonus features, the legendary Godzilla, a whole new level of destruction, and ancient enemies, the Muto. So, since this is DVD, not many bonus features, but... Did I break it? Thank God. Well, I wouldn't care if it broke, to be honest, but this is the case. But yeah, honestly, I don't like this film much. If you want to watch it, go watch it, but I don't really care about this film. Now on to the next film before I lose it again with this film. My favourite MonsterVerse film of what we have so far, Kong Skull Island. Now this is a special version. So Godzilla films like, you know, Pacific Rim, King Kong 1933, Kong Skull Island, The Meg, Rampage, and Godzilla 2014 all release in these special cases or slipcovers. Oh my god, I'm going to try collect them all because I want to, but pretty cool. This one actually has bonus features. Unlike this one, I'm losing it. Special features: Tom Hiddleston, the intrepid traveller, joined the actor on a tour of the film's breathtaking locations and deleted scenes. So 2 bonus features. Just like this piece of garbage. But like, still better ones than that. It comes with a digital download. When does this expire? I would have given you all the code, but it expired last year. So you can't have the code, sorry. I don't care what you say. This is what the disc looks like. If I sound like I'm bored, it's because I'm tired as heck. But yeah, I love Kong Skull Island. Go watch it. If you want to watch an actual good MonsterVerse film. The joke's getting old, I'm not going to bother anymore. But yeah, pick this film up if you're a Kong fan. The final MonsterVerse film is Godzilla King of the Monsters on Steelbook. So, if you don't know, I used to love this film. Do I still love it now? No, but I still like it. It's not... Okay. It's not the worst MonsterVerse film. This is my ranking, alright? Kong Skull Island is the best. Then it's King of the Monsters. Then it's this garbage. So, this steelbook is really lovely. So you got Godzilla there. Really wish the text wasn't there. It really bothers me. But then you got Ghidorah shining. If you tear it open, Ronan's there. And I can't be bothered to remove the discs for Mothra. But it comes on Blu-ray and 3D Blu-ray if you care about 3D at all, which I don't really care about it anymore. But still, I'm taking the discs out because I like you all in a non-homo way, because you deserve a lot of good things. It doesn't say what bonus features it comes with because it's a steelbook, but this is what the Mothra part looks like. Now I've got to put everything back in. So I'm going to talk to you while I put stuff back in. So, in my opinion, King of the Monsters is quite good. A step up from 2014. Just, you know, not as good as Kong Skull Island. Really hope Godzilla vs. Kong is great. Hope to God it is, because the MonsterVerse, in my opinion, it's decent, I guess. Like, it's not. I sound too harsh, don't I? But like, I love the MonsterVerse. It's just that film left it off at a bad start, but that's all my DVDs and Blu-rays. You would think so, right? I spent £150 on this. So this is the Criterion Collection's release of the Showa Godzilla films, which, honestly, thank you so much, Criterion, for releasing this, and Sony for distributing it in the UK, because if this collection did not release, the UK would have to resort to VHSs to watch them. But yeah, these films never came excuse me. Only 2 of these films ever came out on DVD. King Kong vs. Godzilla. God, I got hiccups. Sorry about that. King Kong vs. Godzilla. And, Godzilla 1954. But I will have to, just change my camera perspective so you can all see what this thing has, like all the artwork. Because if you want to, you can consider this an art book of some sort. So, it's got a few, 16 or 17 pieces of artwork in the actual book. So, you got Godzilla just destroying everything. I haven't read this because I'm too lazy and I can't be bothered. Just like Godzilla's effect on pop culture and stuff. So, first piece of artwork, Godzilla 1954. Now, this version comes with the Raymond Burr version, King of the Monsters, and the Japanese release, which, thank you Criterion for actually doing that, really good. Really good news. So then we have Raids Again. Alright, actually I'm going to give my opinions on all these films that I've seen so far. So, I've seen up to Hedorah. I've seen up to Godzilla vs. Hedorah. So, King of the Monsters is meh, it's not good. The Japanese version's great, watch it. The Raymond Burr version, or the Raymond Burr cut, or Godzilla King of the Monsters, not that great, kind of ruined it. Raids Again, I don't like, it's too boring for me. My neck's in so much pain because I've been looking down, ouch. King Kong vs. Godzilla, sorry about that, notifications are annoying. So, Criterion released the Japanese and the American cut, but Japanese cut seemed like a last minute resort because, well, flip. Because, I don't know why, because reasons, I guess. So, but yeah, Japanese version's way better. If you get this, go watch that. Quite good. I love Mothra vs. Godzilla, really good film. Look at the artwork, so good. One of my favourite kaiju films, watch this if you get this collection. Okay, so good. But yeah, go watch this one. Love this one. This one. It's okay. The human stuff's not interesting. Ebera Horror of the Deep. So, we all know my brother. He stars as Super in, he's Super and Orga in, Godzilla Kaiju Adventures. His favourite Godzilla film is actually Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster or Ebera Horror of the Deep. And fun fact about him, despite him being kind of young, he refers to Japanese versions because, I don't know why, but really cool that he likes the Japanese versions over the dubs, which, I would clap, but I'm holding my iPad, so yeah, not really interested in the film, but hey, if my brother likes it, that's really cool. Son of Godzilla. This film is fun to watch. I just love it. My brother loves it as well, so, you know, quite good to watch. Destroy Monsters. This is one of the few that, this is one that my brother didn't bother watching because he was just busy. But yeah, this one's okay, I guess. You know, just, it's good. The fun about what you're there for. We don't talk about this film. Nope. Oh, shoot. Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Way too weird. My brother watched it with me like the first 30 minutes. He's like, this is too weird, I'm leaving. So, yeah, Godzilla's puking on Hedorah, which is not very nice of him. Very naughty, isn't it? Godzilla vs. Gigan, the one I'm currently watching. It's decent so far. Not my favourite one, but I haven't finished it yet, so I can't make my final decision. Godzilla vs. Megalon. Again, haven't seen it, so I can't make my choice, but really good artwork. I cannot wait to watch this one. This one looks so good. And Terror of Mechagodzilla. Looks cool. Then we have this, and then we have, this is where all the discs are. So, disc 6 is in my PlayStation 4, because I can't be bothered to take it out. But yeah, you know, you got bonus features for that. I just need to turn back to face cam now. Hold on, guys. If you do have money to spare, I'd say pick this up. I would reckon, unfortunately, I'd say this year this thing would probably go out of print, but I'd say in 2 years this is going to be worth a lot of money, like the Gamma collection, because our video decided to just cancel the collection before I could get it, because they hate me. But anyways, yeah, pick this up if you have money to spare. I cannot wait for the eventual Heisei and Millennium release. But unfortunately, this may be like the only one because this was like a special occasion, which really hope it isn't, but hey, who knows. That is it for my DVDs and Blu-rays. Now on to the figures. Now starting off, we have this weird one, I don't know what the hell this is, but I looked at its stomach. You can't see that at all, but it basically says 2014, so I'm assuming, now this is just an assumption, I'm assuming that this guy was made in 2014 so they could get money off of Godzilla 2014 and trick people into thinking this was Godzilla or a type of Godzilla. If I'm being honest, it looks more like Gorgo. It looks like a combination between Gorgo and Godzilla. You got like the little rows of spikes. You got the fins of Gorgo, and I don't know. It looks a bit, charcoal. So I'm assuming, So I need you guys to give him a name. What should his name be? And we're gonna call him that name for the rest of the channel's history. No matter how many name changes I go through, you will need to think of a name. So yeah, if you can think of a name for this guy, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, this guy has no articulation. If you want to, he has no joints. It's just like a soft squeeze him. You can just move his hands about like he's about to do like a karate move. Do this with jaw. There's not really much you can do with this. Well, you can do a lot with him, but it's just like there's no joints. You can't put him in a permanent pose. It says permanent pose, but I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like the design. Isn't the best design ever? No, but I kind of like it in a weird way. Before I praise this bootleg any further, let's get on to the next one. Next, we have a King Kong plush from Kid Robo. Now, I don't know what design this is. I think it's just since Kong is part of the public domain, I guess they were just we can just take Kong and do whatever we want to him. So this is Kong. He's got a little belly button. Got a crown. He's got the original logo there. So that's why I think this is just a cute little Kong that they were just making for fun. It's not really a Kong meant to be taken seriously. It's just a Kong for fun, which I kind of like. But HMV has released a Godzilla vs Kong plush, but it looks more like Yeti of the 20. Yeah, he looks more like Yeti Giant of the 21st century. To be honest, I don't know, but this Kong, again, since it's a plush, it's got no articulation, but I like how stupid he looks. It's got a pig nose. It's got an ass. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty neat little Kong. I'd say if you want a proper Kong plush, you don't really have any options. Well, you have the 2005 one, or you have the upcoming HMV one. It's really up to you what you do. This is the only Kong, toy I own, because I would have bought the Godzilla vs Kong ones, but they're all sold out and they won't be restocked until June. So, yeah, this guy's only about £10. If you want to get him. It's quite cool. But on to all my Godzilla stuff. What I'm going to be doing is showing my Godzilla ones, and now I'm going to say I'm going from the first design. So the first design I believe is the Funko Pop one. Now, a quick thing to mention: if I've already covered them in a video, I will just skim past them, and I'll just only go through that articulation and just quickly show you. So this one I believe is the 1954 design. Now, if you look at the art, it's more greyish, like the 1954 design. It's got a 1954 design plastered all over it. Then again, it's got a standard Godzilla logo, and it kind of reminds me of Heisei. So you can decide which Godzilla this is. Really, the only Godzilla design this isn't the Millennium ones, but I say this is the 1954 design. It's got lipstick. looking like the Joker. Don't worry, I'm not going to make an overused joke. It's part of the Pop movies for 239th Pop. So yeah, since I've already covered him, I'm just going to put him away. Another one I've covered before, the Chibi Heisei Godzilla. Now, this fella be looking like a cat. I know I've made this joke in the video, in my Bandai review of these. But his hand gesture looks like he's doing this, like from Wallace and Gromit. I don't know where it came from, but I know it's like Wallace's thing. I don't know, but pretty good sculpt and paint job. Got this guy for about £10-20 in a 2-pack with Heisei Mechagodzilla. Pretty cool. Pick this up if you can. No articulation because it's a standard thing. Same with the Pop. Pops don't have any articulation from what I know, but pick this up if you want. Pretty cool. Next we have the Bandai Godzilla 2003 from Tokyo SOS. I don't know what its official name is, but I'm just gonna call him Burning SOS or something. I don't know. Just call him what you want. I might call him Magma Godzilla because I can't be bothered to think of anything else. But as you didn't know already, I love the Millennium Godzilla designs. They all are perfect. Just like, I'm not joking. I like every Millennium design. You know, with the Showa is literally just top. Damn it, we went down. Ooh, this is good. Heisei was basically perfect, but like the Millennium designs are honestly perfection. Now, again, I've already covered him, so here's his quick articulation. He's a bit more harder than the most of a Bandai, so if you're having him, if you get him, be careful because he's quite sharp. His tail can barely move. I don't know if it's because of age, of how old it is. He moves hands like this, close them back in. His feet does not go back much, but he can. This one's quite hard to move. I think this one looks great, but he's honestly a pain to get with articulation. So wouldn't really recommend this one. I like him a lot, but if you look, I'd say get other Bandai ones. This one, still quite good, but just really hate how sharp he is. Next we have Godzilla 2014, the Bandai figure. Despite my opinions on the actual film itself, I love his design. I prefer King of the Monsters design, but I haven't covered this one before, so I can be more detailed. So I got this. This is my first ever Godzilla figure / toy, and what you can do with him is 2014 had kind of a big marketing push. So you can move his hands like that, like he's like surprised or something, and then you can move him back down. You can move his feet. I did put him in water a lot, so I don't know if he's got any paint, taken off. But from what I can tell, his paint's fine, and his articulation may be a bit worse or stiffer, but I don't know. But what you can do, got a little finger here, move it, tail moves around. Pretty cool, I would say. I think there's a standard Bandai Godzilla Godzilla 2014 out there. Like, that's just standard, nothing like this. If you could get that one, I don't have that one, but I think you should probably get that one instead if that does exist. But yeah, pretty cool, I guess. Kind of biased, or, I'm just kind of nostalgic, because I remember going into that Toys R Us, finding this guy and picking him up. Those were the days. But now we're on to the next Godzilla. Oh, he just game in. Once again, I have covered this one, so quick thing. There's his tag. This was released in 2017 to coincide with Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. This is the inside. I don't read Japanese, so I don't know anything except for the word Godzilla in there. So, Godzilla Earth, alright, pretty good design. I used to despise it, but now I'm kind of open to it because, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the singular point design. Because I just don't like, it's just something so off about it. So like, for me, ever since singular points design was revealed, I've come to like this one more. So, but I still hate the anime trilogy. So let's see his articulation. Full 360 with the arms. On both. That. He can move his. It looks like he's sitting down. Sitting down. Hold on, let's just move the camera down. There, he's sitting down. You can make him look like this. Why would you ever put him like this? I don't know. But he always comes back down, sitting down. So, his tail has pretty good articulation. I'd say all the other ones probably can move around. It's just, they have, I guess they have, it's because of their age. But I'm probably going to film the rest of, this section like this because it's just more easier to show the figures off. Damn, that's a long tail. Jesus Christ. But I need to settle a debate. Alright. Out of these bad boys, who's more thicker? Godzilla Earth or Magma Godzilla? Leave your choices down below and whoever gets the most votes will win. This is dumb, but now we're on to the final set of Godzilla designs. Starting off with the final set of Godzilla designs we have the Jack specific Godzilla 2019 set. Now, I do have a Atomic Breath one, but I've lost that. But I'll show you his articulation. He can move his head full 360. There we go. So full 360 degrees of head movement. So you can make him look like his neck has been snapped. And you can also, his arms cannot move 360 because you can see shoulders are blocking it off. He can sit down. His tail, he now has no tail, but his tail can move 360 once I pop this back in. And there you go. All the Jack's articulations were the same for these smaller ones, so I won't go over the articulation for all of them. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good one. Honestly, I don't think Jack's is that. I think Jack's are okay, just not the best. But I just need to get. Where's Burning Godzilla? Alright, Burning Godzilla's next, boys. I'm gonna be honest. Don't like this one. Again, I know this joke's been made a billion times. Godzilla looks like he's got Cheeto paint. It looks like he's just been thrown with Cheeto dusts, but I also like this figure because, in my opinion, spoiled Godzilla King of the Monsters. Which sucks because I was really looking forward to that, but this fella had to spoil it. Again, articulation's the same. Just think this one's not as good. But now we're on to a big lad. I have to go back to filming like this now because this guy exists. So this is the, I don't know how big this guy is. This is the medium-sized Godzilla. So the ones you just seen, small ones. This one medium, and there's a large one that I did not get. But this guy, I really like. I like the paint detail. Like, Godzilla actually has pupils. Only thing I don't like, the screw holes are really visible. But running about the articulation, legs can move like that. His tail, not sure about 360 with his tail. Never mind 360 with the tail. Unfortunately, his head cannot move, which kinda sucks. So that means this guy has 6 points of articulation because he got this tail right here. So I'd say pick this one up instead of the smaller ones. But I really like this guy. As the 90s kids would say, radical. I hate the word radical so much. Turns out I forgot a bootleg Lego Godzilla I got. Remember, I don't endorse bootlegs. I just got this for Christmas, but again, since this is Lego, really standard articulation. So he can move up and down like he's doing a kick, or he can sit down. Oh, sit down. There's nothing under his head. Nothing under his head. Arms can do a 360. But yeah. So this reminds me of Trendmasters because it's got like the green colouring, and Trendmasters Godzilla was usually depicted green. Well, actually, Godzilla in the 90s was usually actually used green. So I don't know, but that's all the Godzillas. Now we're moving on to the Rodan. I say Rodan because I only have one Rodan. So Jax, he can fold his arms like that, hide himself. He can do that. He can move his legs like that. His head is a 360. So this is a pretty cool one. He comes with the Atomic Breath Godzilla, so that's really all I've got to say about this. Nothing really special. That's my opinion in Jax, really, because, that's really my opinion on Jax. Just meh. But now we're on to the Mothras. Kicking off, we have Heisei Chibi Mothra. I've reviewed this fella before. Same things, really. Really cute. That's all I gotta say. Ending on sort of a sour note for Mothra, we have the Jax Mothra. I think a lot of people can agree with me. She looks... blech. Her wings look... just like probably printed something off. Like, you want to see her articulation? That's all her articulation is. Moving her wings. Really disappointing. Worst Jax one yet. Even worse than Burning Godzilla, but that's really all I'm going to say. I don't like this one. Again, I've already reviewed this one, but we have Gamera, the friend of all annoying children. So this is the 1965 Gamera. This one was released to coincide with Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris, which I've not seen yet, which I want to. You can make again, Bando's got really basic articulation. He's broken his hand. Move his hand like that. Oh my god, I hate the look of that note. There we go. I love Gamera, so I'm gonna love this figure. Yeah, his tail can spin. Make him in this flying pose, like the flying pose that you see in the posters sometimes. This looks more like Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Hedorah when he's like flying. That's all I gotta say for Gamera, because that's the only Gamera related thing I own. I've already reviewed this Ghidorah. It's the Heisei Ghidorah chibi version. Best chibi figure band I made. He has his sculpt reminds me a lot of he is obviously Heisei Ghidorah. But I like the way the heads are. It looks like the original poster for Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, which I really like that. Really good attention to detail. Yeah, I just really like this one. You just saw my dog. What do you think of him? But yeah, really love this one. That's really all I've got to say. Once again, I've already reviewed this guy, but I love him. So, fun fact about this Ghidorah, his head, them little fins? They're actually based on Varan, because Varan was originally going to be in GMK, which is really cool. Really basic articulation. He can only move his wings and tail. Really wish you could move his... Can you move them? Can you move them? No, you can't. I really wish you could move the heads, or the necks, or the feet, or the torso, but hey, that's really all I've got to say about this one. Honestly, this one looks pretty good. One thing I don't like, he cannot stand properly. He can fold his wings like that, but it looks really dumb. So I know the wing size is kind of accurate, but still I don't like the way he cannot stand. Well, from what I can tell, I don't think I can get him to stand properly. You can move his heads, except for this guy, because he cannot move really. Looking at him funny, but I don't know what to say. I don't really like Jax's miniature line. And that's what I'm gonna say. I just don't like Jax much. I'm glad Playmates took over, because I'm gonna assume Playmates looks quite good in the Godzilla vs Kong department. But we're now moving on to Gigan. Egg. Yeah, it's just egg. There's nothing special. Unless you fold it. So basically, if you do this, and this, and this, and this, be careful with the fins because they can break off easily. And open his stomach for digestion. Not digestion, I mean dissection. I cannot speak. Boom, you got Gigan. Now, this I really like. It does seem really gimmicky. Like, I think that's the only reason why these types of things exist. Just for a gimmick. I like how accurate it kind of looks, but that's really all I'm gonna say. That's really all I've got to say, really. Just really noticeable that you can transform it, but that's all I've got to say for Egg Gigan. He's now rebooting back to Egg. Suffocation now. You're not going to believe this. I already reviewed this guy. So, I've already reviewed him, so not really much else to say. Here's his tag. Gigan. Open the tag up. That's all. So, nothing really special with this guy, but I still love Gigan, so... Actually, no, he's very special, because Gigan is very good, but... That's all I gotta say. Now we're moving on to Jet Jaguar. Or Jet Jaguar. Once again, reviewed this before. One thing that I forgot to mention, shoulder pads look like mangoes. I cannot unsee that. I'm gonna make you suffer the same. Move his torso a bit. You can do like punch the air. Or look like he's flying or something. That's really all I gotta say for Jet. I just really like Jet Jaguar. Because he is neat. Jet's underrated. Bring Jet back. Oh no, never mind. He's coming back in singular point. Well, that joke is not really funny, is it? But now we're moving on to the Mechagodzillas. I reviewed both these Mechagodzillas, so the Mechagodzilla part will be very short. So this is Chibi Bandai Mechagodzilla from the Heisei era. Really cool. That's what I was going to say about the chibi figures. They just look really neat and cute. That's it. That's all I've got to say about this guy. This is the Bandai Kiryu. If you did not know, Kiryu is my favourite Mechagodzilla. Look at him. Look at my lad. Once again, review this guy, so... It's articulation. He cannot move his feet. But I really like the sculpt. His colour may look a bit dull. It's probably because of all the dust he's collected over the years, which is sad. But now we're moving on to my boy, my lad, the one and only Auger. I've already reviewed this guy before, but quick thing to say, this was my most anticipated one. That when I ordered it, when I ordered the whole Bandai collection. And this is my favourite. Not the best in terms of articulation, in my opinion. But again, you can't do much with Auger, but he looks like a Chad, man. Look at it, look at him. Look how bulky he is. Only thing I don't really like, it's got a little lipstick by there. I'm trying to copy James Charles or something. I'm not funny. But that's all I got to say about Auger. I could make a 2-hour-long video saying why Auger's the best Godzilla Kaiju, but now is not the time. Maybe you'll get to see that video one day. Maybe. If people demand for it, maybe I'll give it to you. Now we're moving on to the last set of Kaiju. Rampage. Kicking off the Rampage section, we have the Lizzie figure. Now, I'm not exactly sure what company made this. trying to see if I can see. I don't know which company made it because I can't see, but you can press this little button on top of Lizzie. Get a jaw to move. Yes, Lizzie is a she, it is confirmed. Really sharp though. Got little spikes by there. Lizzie's my favourite kaiju from Rampage. Got little tusks by there. I just really like Lizzie. It's like, I'm a sucker for reptiles, so I love anything reptilian. But hey, she can move her feet like this. Just close them in. That's all I gotta say for Lizzie. Now on to our final thing for today. This is the final thing for today. George from the movie Rampage. Now, I don't know where the humans went. But I'll show you George. I'm pretty sure I think Leonard made these. People that made the Kong Skull Island and stuff, but I'm not sure. So I've got a bit of an itchy eye, but you can. Ow. Quite hard to articulate. Well, not hard. It's just annoying. Make George look up at something. Make him look like this. I want to do a funny T-pose, but it won't work. Kind of stiff, but he's got cheeks. Who's just got more of an ass, Kong or George? This is a very serious debate. We need to figure this out. He's offering you to return to Monkey. And that's really gonna do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed seeing my kaiju collection. I'd like to know what you have in your collection, but I might make this an annual thing. But again, these are amazing. Well, most of these are. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing my kaiju collection. What are your opinions on it? Just a quick thing, I might take a break from YouTube because this video is really, really long, and I just feel like I want a break for a bit, so I'm sorry to break it, but maybe no Godzilla vs. Kong review yet, but I just feel burnt out, but yeah, so that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.